we have Sachin Raole, Chief Financial Officer from Praj Industries, attending our PhillipCapital Ground View Conference 2022. Thank you very much, sir, for attending this conference, and tell us more about Praj. The government is pushing for ethanol blending program and all Praj efforts to make this clean and basically renewable fuel efforts. So, how Praj is playing that role, and what is the future going forward?
Thank you, Vikram. Thank you very much for your invitation to this Ground View PhillipCapital conference. We are really happy to be part of it, and we always cherish our association with you in that sense. A great question related to what is happening on the ethanol story. If you look at in 2018, government came out with a national biofuel policy with a very expanded base of feedstock for taking the ethanol blending from the then rate of what, maybe 5% kind of a blending, taking it up to 20% by 2030. In last couple of years, government said that no, this 20% blending ratio has to go up, not from 2030 but 25-26. And that has really created a great momentum in the bioethanol or bioenergy segment. Praj being a leader in this area, we are doing a lot to help our customers to come out with this kind of a capacity which is required in a very accelerated way. So we have beefed up our complete technology solutions, our execution capability, our project execution capability, and helping our customers to see to it that this blending ratio becomes really a reality by 25-26, which is the new target given by the government.
Got it. And Praj is also doing very good job in not only in domestic market but in international market. So, how opportunities in international market are shaping up for us?
So, if you look at Praj share in the overall ethanol space, or the capacity which Praj has created over the globe, is almost 10% of the world requirement, barring of course ABC, that is America, Brazil and China, because these three markets are treated in a different way. So that's the role which Praj has played in the international arena too. Currently also, if you look at, many countries are looking for the added blending ratio. Their targets or their mandates are also advancing, and Praj is playing a very active role. During COVID period, if you look at, the requirement was not only for blending, or not for blending for that matter, but it was more on the pharma side. And we were at the forefront to provide those solutions to the ethanol producers for the pharma grade ethanol. So Praj has tried its every bit for seeing it to it that how this bioenergy segment comes to or flourishes to its entire potential.
Got it. And if you look at we have seen strong support from the government for in terms of policies for ethanol blending program. Even industry has also taken their big chunk of a role in terms of putting up the huge capacity. Similarly, we are seeing the traction in biogas story. So,
Right.
if you can tell more about the now how the biogas story is emerging for India.
Okay. So again, along with the national biofuel policy, there was one more policy called Satat policy, which came in 2018. The idea of that policy to see to it that apart from liquid fuel solution on the green fuel side, there should be a gaseous fuel story also to get unfolded. And government had put a very what I can say a very tough target in that sense, to build 5,000 plants with an investment of 175 lakh crore of rupees over a period of 6 years. So from 2018 to 2024, they laid down that kind of a way forward for compressed biogas story. At Praj, we were anyway working on the compressed biogas story. So we were developing this technology internally. We were trying to figure out if there is any additional help can be taken from the collaborator or from the third party to see to it that our technology is going to be a leading technology. And that's what has actually happened. Yes, the policy took some kind of a time to take a shape because of some kind of uncertainties or non-clarity related to subsidy, the pricing, the distribution network, the logistics for taking the feedstock in, no commercial plant available for any kind of showcasing for that matter. So Praj played a very big role in that sense. Praj put up a demo plant at our R&D. It's a state of the R&D which we have, where we have put up this demo plant which showcase that yes, the cellulosic feedstock can actually be converted into CBG, and we have already commercialized or rather commissioned 2 plants which are based on press mud. One plant is coming up on the agri waste, which should be up and running by end of this year. So these are the first set of commercial plants which Praj has showcased that how the CBG can be a reality, not only from the production side, but we also try to get in touch with the OMCs, help them or work with them to see that the ecosystem for offtake of gas also happens. It's a very small beginning which has happened, but we now see that there will be a great attraction for the gas story coming forward, and we believe that gas story will be like ethanol story in next 5-7 years time frame.
Interesting. And Praj has also quite a obviously commitment in terms of making world more cleaner and greener, and we have renewable chemical materials basically for that. So how this division is shaping up, or what kind of efforts are put in for more renewable products from Praj end?
Interesting question, Vikram. So what we are trying to do at our R&D, that apart from this bioenergy or green fuel story, we are trying to build up a next block from the not only Praj growth side, but also from the environment side or from the energy side. What we are trying to do under RCM program, what we call as the BioPrism program. Under RCM program, we are basically trying to get renewable chemicals and materials developed. We have identified certain set of material for that matter, and we are working very aggressively on that. 2 of the projects have actually reached to the lab scale now, and we are going to take them to the next level of demo. And from the commercialization point of view, we believe it will take maybe a year, 1.5 year kind of a thing for these 2 products to come to a commercialization stage. So there is a very different set of activities which are right now going on the RCM. But being of a developmental nature, naturally it has its own time frame, and we will not be able to unfortunately see maybe in a year time or 18 months time, but these are the next growth drivers for that matter. Just to give up some kind of a flavor of the product which can be coming out of the RCM, one which right now currently we are working out is called as the biobitumen. So bitumen is required for constructing the roads, and currently the bitumen which gets used is coming from fossil fuel. Now we are seeing that fossil fuel bitumen can get replaced with the biobitumen or the biofuel kind of a thing. So that's one change which we are trying to bring in. And if you look at any industry, any company or anyone is nowadays talking in terms of green and sustainability. I think our offerings can help our customers to take their sustainability journey forward, because this is what is going to get into their products. So one example, as I mentioned, about biobitumen. Second one, we are working on a future fuel called sustainable aviation fuel, which will also become a part of our biomobility platform once it is fully developed and commercialized. So currently our ethanol story is catering to the road transportation or the surface transportation. The sustainable aviation fuel story will take us to the aviation fuel, that means for the air transportation or air transport. So that's another one which we are trying to find out as a solution in the form of SAF. So there are multiple products which are of the similar nature which are in the offing at this point of time.
Great, sir, and we really acknowledge the Praj efforts to come out with the renewable and sustainable products, and wish you all the success going ahead. And once again, thank you very much for joining PhillipCapital Groundview Conference.
It was my privilege. Thank you very much for inviting, Vikram. Thanks a lot to you and PhillipCapital.